Hey y'all, it's your girl, Dr. J, back with another episode of Let It Flow with Dr. J. Let's talk about the fact that it's okay to not be okay. Let me say it again. It's okay to not be okay. Let's talk about this because this is something that I often have struggled with. There have been times where I found myself trying to mask how I really feel or saying that something is okay when that is not a true depiction of how I feel. It's like I'm afraid sometimes to say that I don't feel okay or that a situation that occurred is not okay. So I just simply say, I'm okay or it's okay and smile, knowing deep down inside, I'm definitely not thinking or feeling like I am or it is okay. But what I've also noticed is that there are a lot of people who do this. We try to dismiss, overlook, or pretend that all is well, and we don't give ourselves time or the opportunity to say what we're truly experiencing or feeling. It's almost as if we are afraid to give ourselves permission to be in our feelings, regardless if we feel hurt, sad, frustrated, anxious, or even angry. It's like we shouldn't have those moments where we feel or even express that we're not okay. It's like we're trying to keep it bottled up inside instead of releasing the fact that we don't feel okay. And the crazy part is, I see this a lot from the strong people, the dependable people, the moms, the dads, the caretakers, the people who feel that they have been in situations where they have to keep going for everyone else. The people who feel like they have to be present for everyone else or everything is just going to fall apart. The people who have been superwoman, superman, that's always throwing on their cape and swooping in to save everybody else. These are the people who struggle the most with being okay, with not being okay. The ones who do not give themselves permission to feel how they feel and to embrace those feelings. This is this has been especially true for, I would say, a lot of Christians that I've connected with or that I've encountered in different spaces. It's like there's this feeling that there is no room to not be okay. And it's like when I hear that, I think to myself, I'm a Christian and I felt this way plenty of times. Sometimes it feels like for us, there's this extra burden because I'm not only the strong superwoman who pours into family, friends, colleagues, community members, and so on, but I'm also a firm believer in God. And sometimes it feels like because I have faith, I should not give into not being okay or even speaking those types of things. Almost like a hush your mouth. We don't say these kind of things or those kinds of things around these parts. Don't say that. But the good thing is my faith walk has taught me that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to have moments where I am tired. I am frustrated. I am angry. I'm slightly annoyed or very annoyed, overwhelmed, and feeling like, girl, you are doing way too much. It's okay to be real with myself, but also the people around me, because we are all human and we all have moments where we're not okay. It's okay to own those feelings without feeling like you're a bad person, let alone a bad Christian for feeling the way that you do. If we pretend to always be okay and we continuously mask our feelings about where we are in our lives, we'll eventually find ourselves in a very unhappy and distressed place. We'll find ourselves pouring from an empty cup. because we're giving so much of ourselves to others, even when we're not okay and we're not dealing with or even embracing where we are in our own lives. So, what I've started doing over the past, I would say, 8 months or so, is admitting to myself when I'm not okay. I've started saying, you know what? I'm not okay. Or this situation is not okay. This sucks. I don't like this. I don't appreciate it. It's not okay. And you know what? I don't have to pretend that it is. I've unapologetically given myself a pause and a permission to be in the moment and to feel how I feel, to affirm how I feel, and to give myself kudos for recognizing when I'm not okay. I've also taken the steps of sharing with others that today I'm not okay. And I've taught myself how to treat me when I'm in this space, but also other people how to treat me when I'm in this space. I've helped the people around me to really understand that sometimes I personally, the strong one, the superwoman, the one with the cape, I need a pause. Sometimes I'm the one who needs a mental break. I'm the one that needs to have moments where I don't feel okay and I don't have to apologize for those feelings. That I have to say, it's okay for me to stop and focus on myself and deal with where I am in my life before my cup is empty. Making these changes has taught me that I must be my own safe space, but also the people around me. So you as well must be your own safe space. We must be comfortable enough and real enough with ourselves to say, I'm not okay. And that's okay. We must be able to say, I need to find my tribe of people who can come alongside me to help me in my journey. We must be able to seek help when we need it, especially in the form of therapy. Yes, I said therapy. There's nothing wrong with it. Coaching and even mentorship. And sometimes you need that unbiased person who knows nothing about you, who's not that lifelong friend or that cousin, that sister, that brother, the people who know you know you. Sometimes you need that unbiased person to come in and really listen to you and help you unpack a lot of the things that you're going through in your life or a lot of the reasons why you're feeling like you're not okay and teaching you how to transform your life and how to get out of that space of where you are, that pit that you may feel that you are in, that rut, that valley, that low place, or whatever it is that you are in, to help you get out of those spaces of feeling like you're not okay by really dealing with the root causes of why you're not okay. We must do right by ourselves and we must make us a priority and not be afraid of being selfish or hanging up our cape until we're in a place where we feel that we're able to show up for others in the way that they need us to. And yes, that means you can give yourself permission to take a pause as mommy, daddy, or even caretaker. Even if it's a simple, hey, I'm going to indulge in a good meal in the car for an hour while watching Netflix or taking a scenic route home with the radio blasting just to give yourself an extra 15 minutes alone. I know I'm the person, a smooth ride with some 90s, early 2000s R&B, or maybe even some hip hop playing. Yep, I still like my hip hop. Or sometimes I like to listen to the 70s and music from the 80s and, just getting myself in a good vibe, a good energy. Like, I just want to listen to music sometimes because you know what? A pause is a pause. Like they say, a win is a win, a pause is a pause. So, however you take it, if it's gardening, if it's going out and going for a brisk walk, whatever it is, a pause is a pause. A mental break is a mental break for yourself. Okay. That's a part of your self love and self care. It's just that we have to recognize when we're not okay and when we need to do these things. We have to recognize why we're not okay and be okay with taking a step back and allowing ourselves time to be in our feelings or to be in a moment without being apologetic for being human, because there's nothing wrong with not being okay and needing a moment to hit the reset button so we can recharge and be in a better place. It's necessary. I'll say it again. It is necessary for us to do this for ourselves, but also for the people who love us and the ones we love in return. It's necessary. Don't feel bad for needing that break. Don't feel bad for taking a scenic route home. Don't feel bad for going to Chick-fil-A or wherever and getting you that number one supersized, large, or whatever they call it at Chick-fil-A, getting you a big drink, sitting in the car, pushing the seat back, chomping on those French fries, and just having your moment where you are by yourself and you're getting yourself back to a place where you're feeling like, I'm good. I feel like whatever it is, and even recognizing it or taking time out to say, you know what, I'm going to journal every day. I'm going to write out how I feel. I'm going to deal with how I feel. You know what? I'm going to find that therapist. I'm going to find that life coach. I'm going to seek out mentorship. I'm going to do whatever it takes to help me be where I need to be and work through the things that I need to work through. Even if it's something major or it's something minor, we have to be okay with having the moments where we are not okay and dealing with those moments, recognizing it, and being where we are and being, again, unapologetic for having the moments where we need to take a step back from everyone and everything and work on us. I hope this video helps. And I hope it meets you where you are, especially if you're in a place of not being okay. I've dropped a few scriptures below that you can meditate on to help you remember that, of course, God still loves you and he cares for you regardless of where you are in your life or what you're dealing with. All right, y'all, it's your girl, Dr. J, and I want you to do what? Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Peace and love, and y'all be blessed.